What brought me to my initial decision of going into the degree I chose? So my degree path is computer science. And when I was in high school, I took a web design and a gaming class where they taught me how humans interact with computers and how to get the desired results through different means. Immediately, I knew that I wanted to do this in the future to help bridge the gap between humans and computers. Who is my gaming director for my degree program? The gaming director for computer science is Jason Hinders. What software and computer program languages will I be using in my degree program? For the computer programs, we will be using C Sharp, in the beginning, just to kind of learn the ins and outs of programming. I have already started working with Python a little bit just to get myself familiar with programming. And then later on in the program, I know for computer science programmers, we're going to be moving on to C++, just because it's a more complicated and useful in the industry. From my research, what degree skills do you think that I'll need for this program? So I know for this program, I'm going to be, for my career, I'm going to focus on problem solving and mastering coding just as a fundamental basis. Because no matter where I choose to move forward with into computer science, I know I'm going to have to be dealing a lot with problem solving and analyzing, as well as coding, not only in the two languages, C Sharp and C++, but I'm also going to be learning probably Java, Python, of course, just trying to expand my portfolio of what I can do and what I can work with. So what do I think will be the hardest classes I run into? I believe that the hardest class, for me at least, is going to be programming. This is going to be mainly because it's going to be something that's almost brand new, that's going to be, new information that I'm going to have to apply in dexterous ways, different ways here and there, as well as problem solving and figuring out what's wrong with the code as well as what's right with the code. And it's almost like learning a whole new language and conversing in it. What do I think is the easiest class I'm going to run into? Okay, so I looked through all of my classes and what they're going to be, and I think English composition will be by far the easiest class I have to take. This is mainly because I've already been taking English since like elementary school, as well as me honestly having remarkable grades in every single English test I've ever taken. And I don't see myself having too many problems with English. That plus, I've already built the foundation for it. From now on, it's simply going to be me just adding more tools into the box rather than making the box while the tools are being created. How would you go about succeeding in the harder classes? So for me, it's very simple. Grit and perseverance have always been the way I tend to deal with difficult subjects. There are few things in this world I cannot overcome with hard work. To prepare for the harder classes, I've also began studying some of the coursework and plan on extensively studying the coursework to the point where I plan on taking a sabbatical from my current job just so I can use those hours to focus on some of the hard classes such as programming. Now, how do you break down your time to make sure you succeed in those classes? So, as I said before, I plan on quitting my job, which will free up at least another 10 hours of my day every single day so that I can study every single piece of the coursework and not only become familiar with it, but to excel in it. I don't want to just be an okay programmer. I want to be an amazing programmer so that if an issue ever comes up, it's easier for me to solve it than it would be had I not been as good as I was. Thank you for your time.